Good morning, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing a video to you on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know. And I want to talk about appropriate attire for females because this question is asked a lot. Okay, I'm not originating this question. I hear it constantly in terms of judgment of other cultures and questions about media and entertainment, movies, and the ideal figure and image of females in the news and on TV, etc. So I want to just weigh in with a couple of ideas, some observations, if you will. I think that women, first of all, are beautiful, whatever they're doing. And it might surprise you that every person who is able to consent has the freedom, whether you realize it or not, to dress how they like, including wearing whatever or lack thereof that they like. If you don't believe me, feel free to press this. It's a fact. In fact, if you spend time in the city down by San Francisco, where I'm located, I'm in Northern California here, you're going to see some naked people. It happens. It's part of the culture, and I don't subscribe to it. I don't participate, but I'm used to it. You get used to it. These people exercise their freedom to strip down, and they run around naked. They've got the beta breakers, and half the people are naked. It's an annual event. It's expected. It's allowed because it's a cultural fact. It's a phenomenon. It's normal. It's just proper here. So the answer isn't, I should say, just one of culture. It's too easy to say, well, whatever is normal in this area is therefore proper, because that's not true either. It's actually not true. Turns out there are some very simple and effective criteria you can use to measure propriety. And only one variable in that equation is cultural norms. Okay, that's just one variable. There are a few others. And the main one, if you ask me, the point of this video is to highlight something that people do not understand, and that is the purpose of a location, the purpose of a facility or a building or an environment. If you are distracting people on purpose, you're creating a disruption at that point. So the question becomes, what was the original purpose, the intended purpose, the agreed upon purpose, the business purpose, if you will, of, say, a classroom? Now, if you're a student, you might be tempted to, dress outlandishly or to omit things from your wardrobe. And I think a lot of females know exactly what I'm talking about. I went to school, and as much as it pleases me to see the female form pretty much any time, there's times also when I want to get my homework done, and I know this is going to sound super square, but I cannot concentrate on my math homework with your nipples poking out. I'm going to be candid about this, okay? Speaking of candid. A lot of girls, unfortunately, they will abuse this freedom of theirs to dress how they like. They'll come into class wearing, purposely no bra and a thin t-shirt. Okay, with due respect, that's a great thing for some other time, but we're trying to concentrate here. I'm trying to pass this class, maybe. And it's hard enough as it is without distractions. I know the teacher feels the same way most of the time. If he's proper, if she's proper, she's not going to necessarily want to be distracted by your beautiful bosom, beautiful though it may be. So this is an example, right? It's an example of respecting the purpose of an environment, not just the cultural norms that are outside the room, not just the ambient freedom that you want to insist upon wherever you go, but trying a little bit to mesh with people, trying to acknowledge and understand that there's a time and place for things, and it's not all the time, every place, just because you feel like it. Your freedom, as they say, ends where my freedom begins. Your freedom ends where my personal space and my ability to function normally without an undue, unreasonable amount of distraction begins, if that makes sense. Personal space is the thing. If you're parading about in front of somebody just for that purpose, you're trying to do something. It's what you're trying to do and the spirit behind it. Reach out if you like with questions or comments to whiteoutrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.